Well, this is about more exciting than the Republican convention, but that's totally. Forget I said that. I shouldn't have said that. Albert Einstein said, "No problem can be solved by the same consciousness that created it. We must see things anew." I've been in Tulsa for 37 years this month, or actually last month, and this is the first time in 27 of those years that I've not stood as a presiding pastor over a church that I founded. So this is a very pivotal point for me, my wife and family, but it's a happy, holy, hearty moment in ways I can't even describe. We've been in a foster care program in Tulsa. The United Church of Christ adopted us and as spiritual sojourners, and then Dr. Wolfman, the father, did speak this morning. That was a powerful word, Dr. Wolf. Thank you. We finally feel like we've been adopted into a local assembly in a way that we did not anticipate when we started worshiping here a few months ago. It's just extraordinary. And Marlon has a word if we have time. We may go over a little bit. You got to get used to that because. First of all, some of us are always late, and me usually. And I know Rick Fortner will probably be wearing a jerry curl before it's all over. And by January, he'll be up to an afro. Won't that be exciting? We're going to have fun in this experiment, and in this experience, and in this expression of love. I need to say, as I've said once before here, traveling by here many times over the last 37 years, I always felt I should rebuke the spirit and bind the devils as I passed by. I tried to cast them out several times, and I ended up getting casted in. So here I am. I'm one with you. If I were to preach this morning, I'd preach from four alls, not four walls, four alls. The first one would be in the Garden of Eden, when we're told that all the trees were good to eat from. All the truths or trees were good, except the one in the middle that said any of the other ones are bad. And then, of course, we're at all souls. All souls are mine, but the soul that misses the point of its existence will begin to diminish or die off. And then Jesus said, in reference to the things of God, that God's house would be a house of prayer for all nations. The Greek word is ethnos, where we get the English word ethnic expressions. All the trees and truths are good and worthy to be consumed. All the souls belong to the ultimate reality we call God, who created them. All ethnic expressions should be able to worship together in God's ultimate house. And then Paul said all things work together. We're all souls, we're all truths, we're all ethnicities, and you're actually all things. Say to the next person, say, you're a nice thing to be sitting next to me. All truths and trees, all souls, animal sentience, humans, all ethnic expressions on the planet, and all ingredients cooperate, work together, cooperate for God's ultimate plan for humanity. It's also said, how can, some people wonder, can you do this? How can we all walk together? How can two walk together except they be agreed? King James says, which means, how can two walk together except they agree to? That's what it's like a marriage. The Greek word for agreement is symphoneo, where we get the English word symphony. It doesn't mean to sound the same. It doesn't even mean to sound alike. It just means to sound together. All the ebonies and ivories of the pianos, all the instruments of the symphony together. As it has been said, this church, Dr. Wolf, Dr. Lavenhar, Bishop Wolf, Deacon Lavenhar. That All Souls is the conscience of Tulsa, the moral conscience. I think in many ways the spiritual conscience. So for All Souls, New Dimensions, and UCC, all working together the way we are, we're going to send a signal, a symphonic sound into the universe. We're all sounding together, not the same, just together. High five somebody and say, we're all in this thing together, and it's beautiful. We're going to eat in a little bit outside. We'll go over just a little bit because I want, Marlon, I want to hear everything that I believe that he's supposed to say. Our youth are meeting together. There's excitement on the grounds. We'll get more chairs for you. One of these days, we'll build a larger building for you. Who knows? I got big plans for y'all. Bye.